Welcome to Ben Raw. It's not a Ben Raw YouTube channel, but right now it is raw because this is me at my rawest. There's no fancy cameras, no fancy lighting. It's just me. I've been putting this off for a very, very long time, and I have just wanted to do this for quite a while. So rather than wait until I've got all the right equipment to make sure it looks professional and everything, I think actually, do you know what? I think it's good to see channels like this that are just like normal, that are just purely there for knowledge, expert advice, training tips, help, support, advice, and with no frills. It's literally just me educating you from my last 20 plus years in the fitness industry, my experience as an Ironman competitor, experience as coach, personal trainer, gym owner, manager, and all that stuff. I'm trying to going to combine all of it onto this channel. So I'll try and do them in series so they make a bit of sense for you. So I am here raw. I think it's a really, really good time to reach out to you guys. Mainly because I feel that I definitely lost my way after finishing my Ironman career, if you can call it that. One of my main goal objectives was to reach the Ironman World Championships and end up qualifying for the Ironman 70.3 World Championships. So it's a World Championships. I'll take it. Then after that, things changed. Mentally, I obviously lost all the motivation to want to train. I had nothing really to thrive towards because I'd reached the sort of like the peak and the top of my goal. So as soon as I removed the goal away, I tried to continue to train, but there was no real need. And I think that was probably where the first struggles started to happen, and I started to feel like I was losing myself as a person, because the last at least 10, 12 years of the Ironman stuff, it kind of dictated my life. It dictated what I ate, how I socialized, or lack of socializing, what I drank, what I didn't drink, when I trained, what work I would do, and the amount of training I had to focus on and having my weekly schedule. I mean, sometimes it was like 16, 20 hours a week. I couldn't have a full-time job. It was impossible. So I had to pick and choose the work and jobs that would allow me to do the training. It literally was everything that I needed it to do and be in order to reach the goal that I wanted. Now that's been removed, I'm kind of finding I wouldn't say finding myself again, but it's like the next phase of my life. And a lot of it is just, I've just got so much information that I want to get out to everybody. I want to support as many people as I possibly can: fitness, wellness, health, mental, physical. Like I can help with all of it. And I think this is probably the better platform to do it on. Social media. Some people would say that YouTube is a social media platform, but I personally don't think it is. We're talking about the other ones where you have to look a certain way, act a certain way, say certain things in order to get the reach that you want. It's quite frustrating as a fitness professional when I'm offering out free mental health advice to literally improve people's lives, and you don't get any interest at all. Yet you've got someone very young, naturally looks a particular way, with no fitness qualification or education, going out there getting 10, 20, 30,000 views on their workout videos. And I look at them and just cringe, because they're like the worst workouts that you could do. They're really bad for you. They're very, one plane dominant and all. I'm not going to go into the details, but it's just frustrating. I'm never going to be able to reach the amount of people that I want to try and help on those platforms. So hence why I've decided, I'm going to go into a more professional position and do it on YouTube. So I have myself started what I would class as like week one, which is today, Monday, the 16th of October, 2023. I am nowhere near what I was in October 2022, where I raced at the World Championships. And I'm not trying to get back there, but I'm trying to get back into a much healthier lifestyle. I don't drink at all, but I have probably drunk more alcohol in the last 6 months than I have in the last 10 years. And that's saying something. People know that I don't drink. I've probably eaten more what you'd class bad food um, over the last 6 months than I have in the last 10 years. So I'm not in good shape. I'm probably weighing about, I did go and buy some scales today because I don't own any. And I did weigh myself. I was just over 63.1, 63.2 kilos. When I was racing, I was at like 58, 59 of lean muscle machine. Like I said, I'm not expecting to get back to there. That was a whole different world. That was a whole different level, and that took 10 years to reach it. But I just want to get back into a healthier lifestyle. I was a smoker I say growing up, when I was like a teenager, from the age of about 14 to 25-ish, 26, 27. I was a smoker. I smoked. That was my thing. Some people drink a lot when they're young. I just smoked. So interestingly, the first thing I did when everything sort of changed, it was one of the first things that I then took back up again. I hadn't smoked for 10, 12 years. And then all of a sudden I just had this, not desire, but it's just an automatic response to keep myself busy. And I just started smoking again, which was terrible, absolutely terrible. So I knew I needed to change that because I don't have the best lungs in the world. So I decided to vape instead, which again, I know is not good for you. I want to stop that as well. And I tried, but just habit forming. You just kind of justify it that it's not as bad as smoking. So I continued to vape for probably the last sort of like 3 months or so. I have now stopped. But again, like I said, I wanted this to be as raw as possible. I want you to understand, because a lot of people that do know me will have that kind of notion of, oh yeah, but it's all right for you because you're super fit, you're Ben, you do this Ironman stuff, all right. And it's like, it's not, when you're in it, you're in it, yes. But when you're not, I'm a normal person like anybody else. I have the same, I don't sleep particularly great. I don't eat the right sort of food. I don't look after myself, and would say that I just live like a normal person, like a normal life. So I do sympathize with all of you. I know it's not easy. And that's why I wanted to do this series, to kind of help you, but for you to kind of get a little bit more understanding that I know that you are, that you know that I know that what you're going through, because I'm going through it as well. I'm having to sort of beat those demons where I'm motivated to train. I'm not doing anything. Like I said, last year I was up at like 20 odd hours a week training. If I had a client at 6:30 in the morning, I wouldn't put my training off. I would train at 4:30 in the morning to make sure I'd finish at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and then grab my protein shake or whatever it was, and then bang out the door, and I could be with the client at 6:30. Whereas now, I wake up at like 10 to 6, leave the house at 6, haven't eaten anything, and just go and work, because it's, I have no motivation, and mentally, but also there is no goal, so there's no motivation for me to actually get up and do the training. So like I said, I'm battling the same demons that all you lot will kind of be facing as well. So hopefully this series is going to help. So I am actually going to document the next 6 weeks, because what I want to do is also just prove to you, if you just knuckle yourself down, make some adjustments, there's some really simple things that you can do every day that does and will make a difference. And I know, again, as I said before, it's all right for you because it's just you, Ben, you're Ironman. Well, I'm not. Okay, this is I'm starting from scratch again. So this week's very much about just testing my body in terms of like where I'm at. So I will post some videos based on that. I think tomorrow I'll post a little information about a cycle session I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm not comparing what I'm going to do tomorrow to what I did in October last year or where I was last year, but it will give you a sense of how different my fitness levels are right now. So I would be what people would class like a normal person that just goes to the gym, wants to live and lead a healthy, active lifestyle and just remains in good shape. So what I've done is I've pulled together as much information, knowledge, and experience that I've gained over the last 20 plus years in this industry. And I've kind of put it together into a bit like a 6-week plan. Now, this is a lifestyle change. All right. I'm not selling you a 6-week plan. What I'm doing is I'm selling you the idea that actually in 6 weeks you can make a massive difference to your lifestyle by just adding and changing little things. Then also making every session effective, proving that you don't have to spend 2 hours in a gym and you don't have to spend 10, 20 hours a week training, you know, to get the results that you want. So I'm going to show you from the beginning to the end of what is capable in 6 weeks time, and then you can take out the bits that you want to do. And if you follow the entire thing, absolutely awesome. But if you kind of go, no, I don't want to do that, but I'm going to do this, that, and the other, then fine. If I can make a difference and help you to change just 1 or 2 things and give you a little bit more understanding behind the training element, then I think this is going to be it's a win for me. It's a win for me. I don't care about anything else like the hundreds of millions of views and whatnot. I'd rather help 5 people to really improve their life. So yeah. So this is like I said, the very first video, the raw me. That was a little bit of a background of sort of like where I was last year to where I am now. And hopefully I'll be able to continue this series and you can follow along the progress. And like I said, any questions, for those that know me personally, you can, you know, reach out to me, you know, personally, you know, if you've got my email and my phone number, I'll try it. I have no idea how this YouTube stuff works, but I watch these videos over and over and say, oh, there's going to be a link down here somewhere. I don't know how that works, but hey, I'm going to say I'm going to put a link somewhere that will take you to my website that will have my email address and stuff on it. So if you do want to reach out, then please do, or just pop it down in the comments down below, and I'll read through them all and get back to you. So if you do have any questions, then please do say, please write on there. So yeah, anyway, thank you ever so much for tuning in. I know this is like a bit of a nonsensical type video, but I just wanted to get the background and where I am now and where this channel is going, and then we can develop it together as a community, if you like, so we can help and support each other, whatever that goal objective is for our lives. So yeah, thank you all ever so much, and I will look forward to seeing you all on the next video. See you soon. Bye.